Hello, 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 hello? Hello. Okay, guys, I'm back with another live stream. I know that there's supposed to be a video that comes with this live stream, but I have not been able to do that. I know we have a big severe weather event right now, so I'm just gonna get straight into that. We will talk about, like, how the next few days will work, probably at the end of the stream, which, honestly, I don't think this live stream is going to be that long, just because I don't have a lot of time. I mean, it's a school night, so I feel like I can't really do much. But, yeah, I will be able to stream for potentially up to midnight, so, well, Eastern time. So, we'll see how long the storm lasts. I think it'll last up to then, so we'll see. It'll probably last further than that. But either way, we have lots to talk about. So, on our radar, we have a 100-mile-per-hour wind warning. This is a destructive storm. Please be in your safe spot if you're within this storm in McPherson, New Gotland, Galva, Canton, Ley, Durham. This is in these two counties. Let me look up what county McPherson is in. What county? Okay, well, okay. Well, it's in McPherson County, so that kind of makes sense. Let me just get a county map of Kansas, just because that's easier. Okay, so McPherson and Marion County are in that risk right now. So McPherson and Marion County should be in your safe spot. Not all of those counties, of course. Just not all of those individual counties. Just, I mean, some of the county that's under that 100-mile-per-hour wind warning, or the 90-mile-per-hour wind warning, or the 80-mile-per-hour wind warning. All of those are equally as dangerous at this point. Maybe not equally as dangerous, but they are pretty dangerous. They all require you to go into your safe spot. Your safe spot is the most interior room of your home or a building that you're nearby. If you were to walk through walls, if you enter a room in where you walk through all of the walls, and each of the walls you would enter out, or like one of the walls you would enter outside, that room is not safe, and you have to enter a room in which if you walk through all of the walls, there is just another room you enter into. So that is what you want to do. That is the goal, and if you live in a mobile home or something like that, that's not going to be safe, especially in this storm with such power. So please move to a sturdier shelter if that's the case. So we did just get a new mesoskill discussion. We had that, like, since the beginning of the stream. I just didn't mention it yet. But basically, it's saying, like, how there was a recently produced a 113-mile-per-hour gust at KSLN. I think that's the Salina Airport. That goes to show why there's 100-mile-per-hour winds forecasted in the storm, and it's gonna be continuing. It says wind up to 85 to 100 mile per hour in the mesoskill session. It says that in the warning itself. I'm pretty sure there's no other way to say that this has 100-mile-per-hour winds in it. So I'm pretty sure this has 100-mile-per-hour winds in it. Of course, that's what the NWS is also thinking. The environment is extremely unstable and supportive of gusts over 100 miles per hour. So, very, very long track type MCS will possibly occur with this. We also do have a tornado risk with this. There is some supercell potential out ahead of this as there's storms merging into the boundary. Not the boundary, the storm itself. So that might cause some tornadic activity. Even in the storm itself, there is rotation already, of course, near Holland. That has weakened since, though. It's mostly the 100-mile-per-hour winds that are the main concern, and that's the main reason why I went live. So we have a lot to talk about here. I'm going to get some cameras up. Let me change the scene to this. And let's see if we can spot some cameras here. There is a lot, I think. So, there's one near Abilene. I think this is... Okay, so you can see the winds are going to come. This is not the strongest part of the storm. Let me see if I can get something near McPherson, whatever it's called. Yeah, there is some cameras near there. Okay. Where is this? It is supposed to head down here. Uh, yeah, it's basically right in it. I mean, yeah, it's right in it, so it should show a lot of winds. I'm not seeing mu Oh, okay, you can see in the light there, there's definitely a lot of winds. You can definitely see a lot of winds there. Unfortunately, we have no trees to go off of, so we can't really see if those trees are, like, blowing or tipping over or anything like that. But you can see there is some wind. You can see the movement under the light. And you can see there's a truck coming by. It's going slow. Going back to radar. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. Well, I don't know if you can see that. Whatever. Going back to radar. This is very obvious that there's 100-mile-per-hour winds. If you were to measure this, unfortunately, I have mine in meters per second, so I don't know how to fix that. But it says like negative 39 meters per second. I think that's like, what is that? Like 120 kilometers per hour. So that would be like 75, 80 miles per hour. I think it's more than that. Oh, okay. We have a little bit of higher rings. Let me convert that. I don't know how to fix it. I'm serious, guys. I don't know how to fix it. So that's unfortunate. Why does it always do that? Why does it always make me muted? I don't know how long I was muted for, but nobody was here anyway, so never mind. Nobody was even here. It is late, so I don't know if many people are gonna be awake for this, but it is intense of a storm. This rotation here, it's not really that concerning. You can see it's trying to make a little hook right near Durham, but I wouldn't be too concerned with it, honestly. So hopefully this remains at 100 miles per hour. I mean, there was the 113 mile per hour gust. If we see like a bunch of widespread 110 mile per hour wind gusts, I don't know if the severe thunderstorm warnings even go up to that. I think they do, yeah. I actually don't know how much of winds they go up to, but I bet they go up to quite a bit for severe thunderstorms, because they can happen. But yeah, you are seeing some rotation development here. It's not very strong. You can see some grays in between, but it does exist. And I'm not seeing anything on the ground. It's just a small signature. I mean, really, it's not too concerning. I would be more concerned with the wind than everything. This area especially, I think, would get impacted by the wind. This is the wrong radar. It's supposed to be this radar. You can see it here too, but it's kind of contaminated over here. Yeah, that's in the inflow, so it's kind of hard to tell. But we are still watching these 100 mile per hour winds, which are now over Galva. So it's right near McPherson. Oh my god. 48 meters per second on radar. Okay, of course, this is radar. It's not going to be perfect, especially since these beams are kind of going higher into the atmosphere. I don't know how high into the atmosphere this is. Let me check. I mean, it says 52. Alright, wait. How high? Okay, so that's like 5,000 feet above the ground. I don't know actually the calculation for that, so I think I could figure it out easily, but it's just like a sine function, but like, you know, I'm too lazy to calculate it right now. But yeah, we still have this big storm complex. I am seeing another storm developing near Dunlap, but it's barely anything. I would just look out for it, for maybe if it bonds to the storm system, if it does produce, like, cause it to produce a tornado or something. I don't think it will, but we'll see. But yeah, Wichita is the best view of this right now. So, jeez, and these are so widespread. Do you see that? These winds are, like, extremely widespread. But let's get back to our camera. Did I shut it off? Oh, yeah, because I was trying to look for another camera. Wrong one. I like this one better. Oh, man. I don't know why that car's going so fast in that wind, but I mean, hopefully it's not that. I mean, honestly, this area isn't as bad anymore. It's like, how much right now? How much are the winds? I would say it's about, like, 80 miles per hour over there, which is bad, but also realize you take account in the radar. So it's probably only going to be, like, 60, 70 miles per hour on the ground. I am still seeing the rotation signature, but I don't think it's going to do anything. We do have that 5 sig 1 for Colorado and Kansas. I know my thumbnail might be a little outdated. That's mainly because I made it a couple of hours ago. But this risk in Kansas definitely it isn't really unprecedented. We kind of expected it, but, I mean, we were also expecting this to happen in North Dakota and Montana yesterday, and it kind of happened. Not fully, but it kind of happened, so... This is definitely worse, though. I would say that, especially since it's in a more populated area. I mean, we shouldn't compare weather events, but, you know. So, going back to radar. Is this camera down? No, not quite. You can see just the fog from over there. It looks like that signature, like the little hook thing, is kind of occluding. You can see that. It's kind of merging with the line itself, so we're probably not going to get much. I mean, you can see that the outflow boundary is touching the actual storm. That's an indication that a tornado is possible due to, like, the higher amount of wind shear on an outflow boundary, but you can tell that it's a little bit out in front, so it's not going to be perfect. I don't know what this weird signature in the middle of the storm is, where it's just, like, it's low. I don't know if that's... I don't think that's rotation. I think it's contamination. But, yeah, definitely a concerning storm. We still have 100-mile-per-hour winds possible with this. Thankfully, it doesn't look like they're extending it as 100 miles per hour. They're extending it as 90 miles per hour, which is still something you need to be in your safe spot with. And I will repeat safe spot again. Safe spot is the most interior room of your home or any building that is nearby to you. If you were to walk through walls, if you were to enter through any room, and if you walk through all of the walls and one or more of them, you would end up outside, then you would not be safe and you would have to go into a room where if you walk through all of the walls, you would end up in other rooms and not outside. So that is where you need to be. And if you're in a mobile home, you need to make sure that you are sheltering in a sturdier shelter. But yeah. This is definitely a big storm. Definitely big. So, do have a severe thunderstorm warning all the way down here in Wichita now. I guess that's from the outflow boundary? That's kind of confusing. I don't know why there's a severe thunderstorm warning all the way down here. I guess it's for the outflow boundary, but yeah, it's way out ahead by this point. This is near Wichita. Or in Wichita. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Do have no severe thunderstorm warning over here. Not doing much. The outflow boundary is way out ahead of it. See? So it's not going to do much. Let me just check something. Let me check something on my phone. can do the double screen here too. Let me show you. I'm gonna do the double screen. Okay. See the general storm motion. My bad. Right over here. It is dipping a little bit to the southeast. That's kind of an indication of some more wind. So you can kind of see that. Measuring this. Well, it's only under the DBZ at this point. It's just the wind that matters. But yeah. This is on the outflow boundary over here in Colorado. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted from the Kansas storm. I know that's also important. You know, there is also a storm in Nebraska that's also going to produce some winds near North Platte. It doesn't look too organized, though. This looks much more organized over here. It's a much more organized storm system, so I have more confidence in it. I think this is definitely going to do something more. Ooh, sorry about that. Alright, let's get back to our camera. Okay, well, we need a new camera because this is not really there. Is this... Wow. It's a lot of lightning. I mean, I know lightning's pretty common over here. But yeah, you can barely see anything with this. It's so fuzzy. So let me see over here. Oh, wait, no, that's the same camera. Right? Oh, wait, no, it's not. Just both of them look like this. This is just a picture, I think. Where would this work? I mean, Florence is right out in front of it, but... Let me see. Newton, maybe? It is about to enter Newton. Okay, so this is a good view. You can see a tree in the background, so that's a good view. You can see the storm is about to approach. This is looking northwest, so this is looking directly into the storm. I'm surprised we're not seeing any lightning right now. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that, but, you know, it just could be the angle of these cameras sometimes. You can see there's also some winds in 70 miles per hour going into Manhattan, so that also needs to be watched. You don't need to go in your safe spot for 70 miles per hour winds. I think it's 80 miles per hour and above, but honestly, I think you should at least stay in, well, obviously stay indoors and stay away from those windows, doors, and other objects that could fall on you and stuff. But down here, you gotta be in your safe spot. It does look like they downgraded the extension a little bit. I think it's because we haven't gotten a report in a while. Honestly, if you look at this, it's similar. Like, the winds are... To be honest, they could have downtrended a little bit. I do notice a small downtrend. That might just be because it's closer to the radar, so now it's picking up on actual readings more. But it does seem to be weakening a little, so maybe that's why there's 80 mile per hour wind warning now. It's not quite as intense as it was before. But we'll see. We'll see for sure. And a 100 mile per hour wind warning is still active, so... So I thought I ended the stream by accident. Okay. Let me unpause this. I just need to get my computer charger. I'll be right back. Alright, these winds are gonna come in soon. Can't see them yet, though. Yeah, they're just on the edge of those winds. You can see Newton is right here. That's where this camera is. They're literally just about to get the strongest winds. Like, it's really a big difference over there. But they should be getting them about now. And you can see there is a little bit of wind, I think. But, powerful storm. For sure. I haven't seen any rotations in a while, though, so that's good news. But, I mean, of course, in a 100-mile-per-hour windstorm, you're not really caring about rotations as much. I don't know why this keeps pausing on me. Okay, so you can see the camera shaking a little bit. It's beginning to shake. Can't see much yet. Let me switch the scene. Sorry, wrong storm. Looking at the Colorado storms. Yeah, here you can see it better. You can see how widespread this is. I think it could be strengthening again. Wait, let me see. No, it's actually weakening a little bit. You can see it's not as widespread, the strongest winds. Now they're only down in here. I would say that's where the 100-mile-per-hour winds could be. But I don't even know if it is going to be 100-mile-per-hour winds anymore. I think it's going to be like 90. Honestly. Yeah, I'm not so confident anymore in such strong winds. So this might be more short-lived than we thought. But I'm not saying that yet, of course, because it could re-strengthen. And this could also just be because it's closer to the radar. So we don't know, really. I mean, it could have never been 100... Well, it was 100 mile per hour because of the 113 mile per hour reading, but... Interesting little storm over here, but I don't want to see much. I mean, it's trying to do something, but it's not really. Surprised we haven't gotten so many damage reports. I mean, that's going to come in soon, probably. It's probably going to be a bunch of trees and power lines down. But yeah, you can see the progression of this. This definitely did weaken. I think it just had to spread out a little bit. I'm not sure if the tornado threat is going to increase at all. I mean, you can't see... Okay, you can see it a little bit on the tree, but it's actually not that bad. Yet, of course. So, we'll see. This keeps pausing. I don't know how to make this continue. Some rain coming in. Yeah, it just stops every, like, minute or so. It's weird. Every 30 seconds. That's strange. I'll keep it running. You can also see the reflectivity on the storm is kind of decreasing. You can see this whole part right here. Wait, let me change my camera. You can see this whole part right here. You can see this whole part right here. Its reflectivity has definitely decreased. I'm not sure what that indicates. I think this is turning into less of a windstorm now. You can also see the tornado threat is completely gone with this. It's completely straight at this point. Why do I keep doing that? Keep opening the dictionary. But yeah, it's completely straight at this point, so it's definitely something to note. The alpha boundary's right here, so it's kind of lined up with it. But, I mean, yeah, if it's completely straight, that will be more of a damaging wind threat, but I'm not really seeing as much of a damaging wind threat as we once had with this. I'm not sure if we're going to have any other damaging wind events today, so that might be it, but I don't think that's going to be it. Okay. Huh. It's a big, It's weird. We have, like, anticyclonic rotation over here. Is that anticyclonic? I think it is, yeah. Let me just check. No, that's where would rotation be? I think it is anticyclonic. So, yeah, we are seeing some anticyclonic rotation in Colorado. I don't think it's going to do anything, but it is interesting. That might cause a land spout most. The top of what it could do is a land spout, probably. But that is interesting. There is still a tornado risk over here in this general area. Not as much of one as it used to be, but there is storm developing here, so that might be interesting to watch. Yeah, I mean, the winds really aren't that bad over here, I will admit. I mean, let me see what this is. Like, see, I-135 at US 50. US 50 is this US 50? I don't know. What's the problem with it? Let me go to weather-wise. Because that actually shows the cameras. I mean the locations. Yeah, this is US 50. Okay. Yeah, right here. Has the winds arrived yet? Yeah, the winds are I guess the thunderstorm itself hasn't really arrived. That's the outflow boundary that we're looking at. And that's interesting how we only see the outflow boundary have the strongest winds. I mean, I guess this part is, like, overlapping with the thunderstorm. Let me show. Like, you see, it's only really this part right here. It's overlapping. And I can't circle it simultaneously, but that part right there is only overlapping, so that's interesting to note. So there's a lot of winds outside of the thunderstorm itself, it seems. It was on small screen, but whatever. I'm gonna look at this radar because that's closer. Interesting. But I don't really see much potential with the storm. Not too much. Sorry if I'm being quiet here. I mean, nobody's here anyways. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to leave, guys. I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's not due to the views, really. It's just I don't want to be talking to a wall. Whatever. It's fine. I know I should have posted a video before this. That would have helped everything, so. Anyways, guys, if you are watching this in the future, I guess. Let me just make sure something. Yeah. If you are watching this in the future, thank you guys so much for watching. Please just subscribe, turn on notifications. If you don't know what the notification bell is, it's the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also, make sure to like this video. I don't care if dislike. Really don't like this video, fine, dislike. But anyways, guys, it's always interesting to be wherever you want to be, especially on the more you stay down the road freeway. Goodbye, guys.